So here we are back on the carrier. I had to go back and pick up another ship, stop the unseen horizons, which is better suited to the long distance travel to get out to Persephone. I fitted some extra fuel tanks to more than double its normal fuel capacity, so I don't think we'll have any problem getting out there now. Just going to plot the route to Sol and to where we want to be. We're going all the way out to... We're going there? No, we're going there. The furthest installation in the point. 484275. Okay, so nearly 500,000 light seconds from the entry point.
Ship is ready. Keep your throttle low until clear.
Takes 2 jumps to get there. 68 light years. Even this ship can't make it in one. This is one of the longest range ships I have. It's an exploration vessel by design. And its purpose is to go where nobody else has gone, really. Or where I have been. This is the vessel that went out to Colonia and spent a month out there exploring, doing exobiology, raising the money indeed to finance a fleet carrier. So it's been a long way out.
Frameshift drive charging.
There it is. Let's see how far we get this time. To more than 1,000 times the speed of light right now. 4,000 times, 4,200 times, and now a bit slower. It's almost there. Notice we didn't use a lot of fuel at all out of all the fuel I've carried. The ship is rather more fuel efficient than the Python Mark II, being designed for a very different purpose with fuel economy more in mind, for firepower. This is Persephone, the furthest body in our solar system. We're going to check out this installation first, and we're going to land on Persephone and have a look round. Spend a bit of time on the surface. As I've travelled all the way out here, I might as well explore everything that's here. Now, typical, the last installation I come to, and there potentially could be some skirmishes going on. I did fit a few more weapons to this ship in anticipation of that, but it's not really anything like flying a Thunderbolt. However, you've got a balance of firepower, capability, and obviously the ability to travel all the way out here. You've got to travel such a long way within a system, my fuel scoop is useless. The only way to do it is carry more fuel and more heat sinks if you need it. This ship didn't even get past 50%, so I thought thermal management is less of an issue. Although the new ships are built with SCO capability built in, they don't really overheat. Given room far enough, some of them will get a bit hot. If you're going to take them this kind of distance, definitely. The whole goal of Supercruise overcharge is to enable ships to reach the furthest flung corners of the largest systems. As previously, it might take 20 minutes in game, in real life rather, to actually get there. Now we can do it in a matter of a minute or 3. Design these was a challenge, isn't it? Site B, it says there. And also Site B. Oh, look at this! Very Star Wars-esque, isn't it? The Mandalay's quite wide, although it's a medium ship, it's quite wide. I would venture maybe a little bit wider than the Python, and they've got a few challenges in here. The Mandalay is definitely not a TIE fighter. I'd say the Eagle is a best ship for that. I caught something. It's pretty good overall, it's not a fighter. So you're not going to be able to do maneuvers as efficiently. Installations are like cities in space. Unfortunately, you can't dock with them and you can't walk about inside. That'd be very interesting if you could. But you can fly through the passageways in them. As we've seen, sometimes they aggro and get annoyed, sometimes they just let you carry on. Again, adverts declaring the ruling power in this part of space. And ironically, an advert for the Python Mark II, the red ship there just to our right as we get entering this passageway. Yeah, the irony is not lost on me. I have to leave mine at home. My Mark II couldn't make it out here. It's the distance involved. It doesn't carry enough fuel. It probably could be refitted to do it, but the effort involved. It's a proper tight one. And we're stuck. Okay, we're not going in there then. We're not going in there after all. Wouldn't normally attempt this in Mandalay had I not already tried it in the Mark II Python and got through most of them. Certainly opened my eyes to those passages are somewhat larger than I thought they were. Normally I would dream of taking anything larger than a side by the Cobra through there. Rather than R5 Cobra could make it out here. Ah, what the hell have I crashed into? Didn't see that coming. Okay, I'm not even sure what I got into, but I'm now stuck. This is not good. Just whether or not hostile, I'd be shooting at me right now, and we're sitting duck. I want to say something that rhymes with that word, but I'm not going to. Self-targeting, that doesn't look good either. Oh dear, we've got a problem. Okay, reverse thrust isn't moving. I can't seem to get free. I can move a little bit, but not much. I can move up and down a bit, but I can't seem to get free. I'm not sure what I'm stuck on. Okay, let's have a look. I somehow got it. I don't know how I ended up in this situation. Because my wings are wedged against the side there, so I'm jammed between the side of that passageway and the wing. But not jammed all the way in. This is bizarre. I've got to get out of here somehow. Got to find a solution. No one's coming to help me. we got the ship free. To find a solution. I'm too close to this. I'm getting careless here. I'm getting complacent. This ship is just too big to be doing this. You need something small, manoeuvrable. A ship launched fighter is ideal for this kind of thing. Good all-round visibility, a very small vessel, very fast and manoeuvrable. I'd love to look at SLF right here and blasting through those passageways. The only ship I have that's SLF capable is the Anaconda. The steampunk ship. That wouldn't be able to make it all the way out here. It would overheat. We could put fuel tanks in it, but I think heat would be a problem. Battle over there with the pirate. Hope he's equipped for what he's getting into. Now we can get through there, we can get through here. As you can see, getting stuck hasn't stopped me. I'm still going to try it. I make this one hard. Oh, look, what's just beyond? No, no, it isn't. I thought there was another set of pipes just beyond this one. Through. Looks like the water's going off like mad there. And we're out. Oh, there's one of those curved passages. It's got to be done. I think that'll do for the installation. We've checked it out. We'll see what there is to see. Let's get away from it, go down to the surface. Now it's locked again. Let's get away from the installation, go down to mass lock, go down to the surface and go around. How far away the nearest sites are. What's that impact site? We're going to have a look at that. Surprised if you get irregular markers and impact sites on somewhere this far out, but you do. It seems that pirates will stop at nothing to hide their stuff away from being discovered. The satellites will crash just about anywhere, even the furthest reaches of the solar system. Why you put a satellite all the way out here, I do not know.
Orbital flight engaged.
Certainly I'm going to get it, so if you do get a signal from out here, it'd be on, I suppose it'd be catch-up TV. You're watching yesterday's TV programmes now. By the time they reach Earth from here, it would be the next day. In fact, I exaggerate, it would probably be more like another year or more before it got there from here. So who knows, you're certainly watching catch-up TV, but catching up with TV from 3 or 4 or 5 months ago maybe. I don't know. I haven't done the calculations. It certainly wouldn't be current affairs though. The surface looks quite rocky. Gravity is concerningly high. I've got 1.93 already, and we are still not on the surface. Still a Over 50 kilometres up, we've got 1.94 G. This is not looking good. It's going to be interesting. Landing's going to be tricky in high gravity world. For reference, anything over 1 G is high gravity. You've got to be careful landing at this sort of gravity level. Very mountainous. Find a good landing spot. It looks fairly flat here. But landing in a high gravity world is not to be taken lightly. Yes, pun very much intended. It's 1.95 G here, so it's nearly double the gravity of Earth. Which means if this ship weighs 1,000 tons on Earth, it will weigh 1,950 tons here. Not a small difference. Landing can be quite tricky, it can come down very hard, it can do damage to the ship. Careful use of thrusters, very careful management of trajectory is important. Certainly not an environment to just hit the downward thrust and wait till you get there, wait till you get to the surface. Not an approach I would recommend in any situation, but certainly not here. Going a little bit too fast. The problem is as soon as I start moving I'll accelerate due to the gravity. Landing gears down. Not bad at all. I've had much harder landings than that. Right, let's just change the outfit. Something I want to wear for this type of environment. Let's get in the SRV, go and have a look round.
High gravity warning.
Don't hear that very often. It's an ice planet, as you would expect. This far out from the sun, very little heat will reach. Can jet thrust a bit just to see how high I can get. Try and get higher than this kind of gravity. Just want to test out the performance of the SRV. The ship weigh a lot with this type of gravity, so does the SRV. And it will come down pretty damn hard. That doesn't sound good. 20 Kelvin. Yeah, best not spend too long out here. And again, it's to be expected. Note the thrusters on the wheels are pointing downwards. Normally they point up. The reason they're pointing down is they counteract the high gravity to enable the vehicle to move. You have a very hard time moving this about in this kind of gravity without some assistance. Normally they thrust downwards against low gravity to increase grip and enhance controllability. few regular marker sites out here, but I've got no cargo space in the ship to collect anything because I've replaced all the cargo racks with fuel tanks. So sure I can actually get here. It'll certainly be quite a challenge getting a ship all the way out here to come and collect the regular markers cargo. That's what I'm picking up. Type 9 heavy flying around out here. You have to suspend disbelief sometimes. What is he doing out here in that? Well, there's no base. I bet you are. I don't bet he's leaving. I'm surprised. There's no settlements on this planet. There's no bases out here. There's no stations. No starport. There's an installation out there, but there's no docking facilities. So what the hell are you doing there in Type 9? I do not know. Unless it, well, maybe he's got something to do with regular markers, maybe, who knows. But Type 9 can hold over 700 tons of cargo. There's no way you'll find that much in the regular marker site. Even 4 of them won't yield that much. Mystery. Anyway, he's gone now. Head back to the ship. I'm looking at the wave scanner. I'll turn around trying to see if anything comes up, any signals come up, any materials or anything like that, but there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that's picking up is a ship. And that Type 9 was flying around. Nothing on the surface, nothing on the planet. There's nothing really here. Can I get... Whoa! Can spin up this, even at this gravity. Even at almost 2G, it can still spin up this heavy. It's very interesting. Didn't think it was possible to do that. Not sure what these markings are on the surface. Not seen those before. Right, let's get back in the ship and we'll take a look around the surface from the air. See what else we can find.